So we're going to make this review really quick because the sooner I get this done, the sooner I can get back to watching real movies. Hi everybody. I was just seated for a Monday mystery movie, which if you don't know, you should check your local theater. Actually not local, but nationwide theater chain or whatever. The biggest theater chain near you sometimes will play a mystery movie on Monday night for just $5. And this was a thing that I only discovered like last year. And I always thought that it was kind of crazy that this was a thing because, shit, most people don't even go to the theater to watch movies they actually want to watch, you know? So why would anybody want to sit down for a movie that they have no idea, like, what's it going to be about? And I have to say, the very first time I tried one of these movies out, I ended up watching Gladiator 2. And don't get me wrong, I hated Gladiator 2. It was not good. But at least I didn't have to wait until a Thursday to watch it. I got to watch it that Monday, and I got it over with. Second mystery movie I watched, I think, was Bring Her Back, which was actually pretty good. It wasn't that bad. And then also there was another one called Dangerous Animals with Jai Courtney in Australia with the sharks and stuff, and that was actually pretty good too. Then I got to watch The Secret Life. Is it The Secret Life of Chuck? No, it's just The Life of Chuck. That was the other mystery movie I watched, and I fucking hated it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think I found my new least favorite movie of the year, and that was Relay. Welcome to the club, Relay, because this is such a stupid fucking movie that I had heard zero marketing for because this also came out. It was technically released in September of last year, I believe. Yeah, at the Toronto International Film Festival. For some reason, it didn't release it until now in theaters. Um, and I have to say, I can understand why. This movie is fucking ass. It is so stupid. And I had to tell you, there were multiple times where I actually thought about leaving the theater. The funny thing about sitting in for one of these mystery movie nights is that you actually do see a lot of people leave the theater as soon as like the title comes up because sometimes the movie just like it's just not their thing or whatever. And most of the time these are like hey, this is a R-rated movie, by the way. I don't understand how, but like they will not show any details on what the movie is on the showing, like on the app or anything, other than like the runtime, which can usually not be very accurate. Maybe it's like 20 minutes off or 20 minutes early, something like that. And then they'll show like the rating, so it's like PG-13 or R-rated. Sometimes it's like G-rated. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna go watch like a kids movie because you know it can't be anything higher than G. But I think if it's R-rated, it can be something like lower than R. So maybe it could technically be a PG-13 movie. Yeah. So, anyways, I had never heard about this movie at all. There are Reddit threads that do try to guess what the movie is, and I did actually know what kind of movie this was before I went in. I did see people guess correctly that it was Relay, and I don't know how they did that, but I first checked. The only thing I did before this, I didn't even watch a trailer. I just checked this page on Letterboxd to see what it was about, and as you can see, it's a 3.4, but I have a half-star rating. So I honestly think I've also checked a lot of these reviews. Apparently, most of these reviews are from people who were actually at the festival. So maybe that inflated their reviews because, yeah, September 2024. These are all very high-rated reviews because these people were at the festival. Let's check the most recent reviews. Oh, God. These are still pretty high. Yeah, this app is fucking cooked. Anyways, yeah, Relay, directed by David Mackenzie, who also directed Hell or High Water. And Hell or High Water is actually a really good movie. I actually kind of like that one. Very simple, but like it was pretty good. This is not. This is such a fucking mess with such a stupid gimmick and just a waste of a cast, dude. It's two like brick walls talking through a phone to each other. And then you have the brick wall of all fucking Sam Worthington in this shit. I liked Sam Worthington, man, but like he's been getting like some of the worst roles of all time. Speaking of which, he's gonna be in, of course, Avatar 3, so looking forward to that. But yeah, let me just talk about the cast real quick, because Lily James, I'm not really I know she was in Baby Driver. Oh shit, yeah, Mamma Mia, and then Iron Claw. I guess she was never like a second, but I mostly know her from Baby Driver, and she is just such a brick wall in this movie. There's something like I don't know if I want to get into spoilers or not now, but I like, dude, if it's a half star rating, it's not even like Ice Cube or The World. It's like worthy of watching. It's just so slow, so dumb. Um, this is the perfect movie to watch on an airplane because there's nothing in this movie to get your heart rate pumping enough that you freak out when there's just the slightest bit of turbulence, and it's just so slow and so eventless. Is that even a word? Because it should be. That I just can't, like, I don't understand how anyone would sign off on this. It was so long too, like 112 minutes, and like even if they cut down all the moments where that dragged on for too long, it would still feel like the longest movie in the world, just because nothing fucking happens. Riz Ahmed, definitely have to mention him because he is actually a good actor, but I feel bad for him because he gets so many shit roles, man. He's amazing in Nightcrawler. He's really good in that. And he's in like Rogue One for like a second. I have seen Sound of Metal, which is really good, and he's, he stars in that. And also, who could forget his performance in Venom as the main fucking uh one note villain. So yeah, I just like, I think he deserves better, and it's cool that he's like leading in this, but at the same time it's just he needs a better agent or something. So basically the premise of this movie is that Riz Ahmed's character, which I don't even remember what it was. He said it was John and then it was Ash or something. I don't remember. I guess Tom. His name was Tom right here. Basically, he helps people. He helps whistleblowers escape like persecution and like protects his clients when it comes the whistleblowers when it comes to like the companies trying to like get revenge or intimidate them. And it's like, okay, cool. That's like basically the lesson that he learns at the end of the movie is, instead of just letting these people just get paid by these like pharmaceutical companies who are being corrupt, being corrupt, and like, instead of just letting them get away and just pay off the whistleblower with like a, like a bribe so they don't release anything, maybe we should let the people know what's going on. Maybe we should let the whistleblower blow, That makes more freaking sense. That's literally that's his arc in this movie, is that he realizes, yeah, I should maybe do that. And it's just really dumb because Lily James eventually becomes another client of his, and you spend the whole movie being like, oh my god, what's going on? Like, he has to try his best to protect her, and it's so boring. It's so melodramatic. I'm honestly like, I'm sorry that this has already gone on for 8 minutes because like I didn't think there's really not much to talk about, dude. He spends like 100 minutes being like protective of her and stuff, and you know what? In the end, it turns out that they're being chased by Sam Worthington and a group of like jobbers and stuff. There's such generic like goons and stuff, and yeah, in the old term of goon, okay. I don't want to. I don't know. We're not gonna get into that, but yeah, it's just so bad. And you know what happens? It turns out that she was one of the goons the whole time, Lily James, and it just doesn't make any sense. And no, I will not watch this movie again to be like, oh yeah, that was like real goon activity there. That made a lot of goon sense, just trying to see like what she did to like, try to convince Tom that she was on his side or something. And the worst part of this all is that, so he talks to her through the tri-state relay system or whatever. I don't know if this is a real thing or not, but it just felt like such a gimmick. Like, obviously he has to like, he has to lay low. He can't, voice recognition or whatever, and his phone can't be connected because we live in the modern age and all that stuff can be connected. Apparently, you can use the tri-state relay area or whatever center to just make like terroristic threats and like do bribes and blackmail through that, and the poor people who are just reading off the script that or whatever that's being typed to them can't do anything about it. That's insane. I didn't know this was a thing. So I don't even know where they came up with this idea, because it's also really funny. There's this one part where they go into this like concert, or it's like in a music hall or like a auditorium, whatever. I don't know how to explain it. And he carries this like device with him. It's like a typewriter, but it like instantly connects to the relay thing. I don't know anything about it. Like, maybe this is a real thing. It probably is a real thing, but like they don't. I've never heard of this before, so new shit for me, I guess. And he has to coat check it, which is, whatever. Then he goes into the place, he pulls a fire alarm, he stabs someone in the leg, and runs away from like the venue, the area, right? Then you see a couple scenes later, he has the bag where his like typewriter thing was. So that must have meant that he actually went back after all that chaos just to grab it. And I'm like, of course he, but like, wouldn't all the police be there? And like, how did he grab it from the coach head? Like, did he even still have his ticket for that? So I don't know. It's just so dumb. And then they dropped that in the end anyways, because he's like, well, he's horny for Lily James. I mean, can you really blame him? But like, he uses his real phone and stuff and his real name. I thought it would have been interesting if he slipped up then, but like, it was just, I almost wanted to compare this to Nightcrawler, but like, there was no night and there was no crawling, and there was just like, I wanted to compare it to that, even though, like, I actually totally forgot Riz Ahmed was in that movie as well, but it was just, like, it was almost trying to go for something like that, not, like, the investigative journalism or anything, but, like, just the way that he was, like, trying to, like, catch, or trying to see, like, who the people that were, like, after Lily James were, and it's just so dumb, because once you realize that Lily James is one of the goons, too, all those sequences where Lily James is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, she's being followed by them. And it's like, so they were just, I guess they were just playing dumb the whole time, but like, why didn't she just like, they could have got through it a lot. They could have caught him a lot faster, but like, no, they had to drag it out for fucking 112 minutes. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have no else. I wanted to walk out of this movie so bad. I was so tired. Like, literally just got off work, but I was like, you know what? Fine. I'll just sit here for another Monday mystery night thing. I had to make the most out of my Regal Unlimited subscription, because last month I only went for like, last month I went for like 2 movies, but like, that's not enough to justify the Unlimited. So I had to go today just to see what's up. But yeah, this was shit. The Monday mystery movies have been good to me. They've also been terrible to me. So this is probably going to make it to the end of the list, because again, it's a perfect airplane movie. There's just no stakes. There's no like, it's so tame that like you can watch it on the airplane and be like, oh shit. The only problem is like, just like on the airplane, you feel trapped and like, you can't do anything else. But I was in the theater and I felt trapped, man. Like, I was just like, God damn it, I gotta fucking finish this, because it's just so bad. Also, it's really funny because like, he's just he's a recovering alcoholic for some reason. It almost felt like distasteful how they just threw it in. Like, of course, like, we gotta make him seem like, he's not perfect or whatever, so let's make him a recovering alcoholic. And I get it, like, that's a thing, but it just seems really lazy to do something like that. Anyways, I had to go to the bathroom during the part where he's like monologuing during his like AA meeting, and I'm sure there was like a lot of things that were revealed about his character then. I'm gonna be honest, like, even if there were, it wouldn't matter about how I like give a shit about the end. So yeah, I missed one of the more important plot points, I suppose, but I don't think it mattered. Anyways, that's my review on Relay. I want to talk about other movies or other pieces of media I'm gonna review this week, because I'm more excited for those than anything that happened here. And so tomorrow I'm going to be reviewing and watching and uploading a review on Alien Earth. The first 2 episodes come out tomorrow on Hulu, and I liked Alien Romulus a lot, and I like Alien Isolation. I don't like the first Alien movie. I've got to be so fucking for real. Like, it's so overrated, honestly, in my opinion. And I know people will crucify me, but I think a lot of people have copied off of Alien, and they've done much better stuff with that since then, so that's my fault. Hate Prometheus and Covenant, though, so we're good on that. But I'm interested. I'll give it a look, and I have not reviewed, like, a TV show, like, as it's airing. on this channel yet, so that should be something interesting to do, and I will do that. If the first 2 episodes are good, which I'll tell you if they are or not, we'll do like the other episodes as they keep airing. Wednesday, I will be watching Shin Godzilla for the first time in theaters because for the first time ever, but they're just re-releasing it in theaters, and I'm excited for that because I know it's really good. I heard it's really good. And then Thursday, I'll be reviewing Nobody 2 because that's coming out. Which, by the way, means I have to finish the first Nobody because I never did. So, yeah. And on Friday, Saturday, I won't be available. So that's why I'm doing all this now. So, yeah. I mean, these videos are really quick to... These videos are really easy to record, upload, and there's, like, minimal editing at all. So it's just, like, something fun for me to do as soon as I come back from the movie and talk about it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. You know, I've listened to my weapons review again, and it's kind of messy. I just had so many thoughts in my head when I was like thinking about it, and it would have been nice if I could make more thoughts clear. But honestly, I think I might do a follow-up on that weapons review because I'm getting kind of annoyed seeing all the people like give it so much praise, and there's like nothing wrong with people enjoying something. It's just that it almost feels like they're enjoying it for the wrong reasons, and I don't want to, like, it feels wrong to encourage that kind of stuff. So anyways, I might just talk more about weapons later, but I also said I was going to talk more about Superman stuff and Fantastic Four stuff. So I'm already pretty busy this week with the review schedule, so we'll see how that goes. But thanks for bearing with me with this format. It's still something I am trying very hard to get used to. And maybe if I streamed more, I could talk more about these thoughts like clearly. I actually didn't even include a Twitch clip in the last review because I haven't streamed in like 15 days. Like, that's just how chaotic things have been. So I completely forgot that I stream. So anyways, I'm going to upload this real quick, and then I'm actually going to go stream. So thank you for listening to this relay review. I'm not even going to include it in the thumbnail. I don't want to give it like, you got to click on it to see what kind of piece of shit this is. But yeah. So was it offensively bad? No, but like it's just so boring. Offensively boring, honestly. So yeah, watch John Woo movies instead. Holy shit, I watched Hard Boiled and A Better Tomorrow 1 and 2 for the first time. I should have spent more time talking about that than this. But, you know, John Woo deserves his own episode later. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I will talk to you later, and stay seated. Bye-bye.